Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John Hardin High School for tonight's 17th District Boys Tournament semifinal matchup. Tonight's game has the 12-17 North Hardin Trojans coming to take on the 27-3 John Hardin Bulldogs. These two teams met earlier in the season. On December 20th, the Bulldogs coming out on top 86-42 over the Trojans. And then on January 24th, John Hardin came out on top with just a 7-point victory as it was 56-49. I am Bobby Thompson and joined tonight by Coach Chris Porter. And Coach Porter, we've seen both of the games that these two teams played against each other, how different they were. What do you expect out of tonight's ball game?
Well, you got to think that North Hardin tried to employ the similar strategy that they did in the second meeting where they kind of held the ball, slowed it down, tried to drive the gaps against John Hardin when they got them spread out, and then kick to Moore or the guys on the baseline try to finish. That's a double-edged sword because you do that a couple of trips and you run 3, 4, 5 minutes off the clock. You don't come up with baskets. John comes down and scores. You dig yourself a big hole pretty quick. But I do think that's what Coach Cofer and his staff, I think they think that's the best way for them to attack John Hardin is to spread them out and try to get to the basket. It'll be interesting to see if they do that, if John stays back or John really ups their pressure and tries to trap and tries to get the game going up and down, because that's when they're at their best.
North Hardin last night victorious over Fort Knox, 90-33. In that ball game, they hit 16 three-pointers. Is it because you were playing a lesser team, or what brings on good shooting like that?
The ball's got to go in, like we talked about last night. The confidence, you see a couple go in, especially with Johnson, because he's not been a great three-point shooter. When he saw the ball go down, and then he saw it go down, 6 times there in the first half from three, and that's contagious. Sharps is a good shooter. Davis can shoot it. They got several guys that are really good shooters. Now, are they going to get those same looks tonight? Probably not, but it's something that has to be in the back of Coach McCurry's mind is, if they get going, North can be pretty dangerous.
On the other end of the court, talk about the offense for John Hardin. Obviously, Alex Matthews still in running for Mr. Basketball, comes in averaging 23 points and 10 boards a ball game.
Well, he can do a little bit of everything. We've seen him take over games when they've needed baskets, whether it be a three-pointer, a rebound, or just getting to the rim. He's really talented, and he plays so daggone hard. That's the thing about it. He doesn't take plays off. He very rarely comes out of the game, which, a lot of kids don't play 32 minutes, but we've done most of the games we've done with him. If the game's been within 8-10 points, he's been in the game every minute. So, but they got good pieces around him. Harris is he's going to make somebody a really nice college guard. I don't know what level at, but we saw the job he did on Trainer against Bardstown when he just decided, hey, I'm not going to let him score anymore. In the second half, he pretty well shut him down, and that's a Division I signee, obviously headed to Louisville. But they got a lot of good pieces. They don't go real deep in their bench, but they got good bench play when it does come in.
Again, tonight coming into the ball game for the North Hardin Trojans, their leading scorer, Nasir Johnson. We've talked a little about him. Jalen Sharps comes in averaging 9 points. Johnson 15 on the season. Field goal shooting for the Trojans, 44% on the season. They're 32% from behind the arc and 64% from the free throw line. They come in as the number 4 seed, 3-5 in district play during the regular season, and then the victory last night over Fort Knox. On the other side, Alex Matthews comes in averaging 23 points and 10 boards. Trayvon Harris averages 16 points and 8 boards. And Preston Merle, big man in the middle for the Bulldogs, averages 10 points a night. As a team, the Bulldogs shoot 54% from the floor, 35% from behind the arc, and 68% from the free throw line. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Tonight's ball game does not, in the big scheme of things, it's just a semifinal game, but this gets you not only into the district championship, but also into the region, which will be next week at Taylor County High School. We're now going to turn it over to our PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
For the visitors on the scoreboard, the North Hardin Trojans. At forward, a senior, number 0, Josh Moore. At guard, a junior, number 1, Jalen Sharps. At guard, a sophomore, number 3, Quayshawn Davis. At guard, a junior, number 4, Marcus Sisney. And at guard, a senior, number 24, Nasir Johnson. Assistant for the Trojans is Gary Valentine. The head coach for North Hardin is Mike Kofer. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the host school and number 1 overall seed, the John Hardin Bulldogs. At guard, a sophomore, number 4, Devin Rogers. At guard, a senior, number 5, Devontae Stowe. At forward, a senior, number 12, Trayvon Harris. At forward, a senior, number 1, Alex Matthews. And at center, a senior, number 32, Preston Mott. Assistant coaches for the Bulldogs.
So there we have the starting lineups again for the Trojans. It'll be Josh Moore, Jalen Sharps, Quayshawn Davis, Marcus Sisney, and Nasir Johnson. For the Bulldogs, Alex Matthews, Devin Rogers, Tay Stone, Trayvon Harris, and Preston Merle. And it will be Matthews and Moore to jump at midcourt. Winner of tonight's game moves on to the district championship. Will be Thursday night at 7 o'clock. John Hardin controls the opening tip. Stone and Rogers both can run the point for the Bulldogs. Zone from the Trojans here early on.
And they're kind of sagging back in there because if it's one thing that maybe, if John Hardin does have a weakness, is that other than Tyus, they really don't shoot the ball that well from 3. As we see, North's going to start with this spread 3-guard lineup.
Stone almost had the steal, sorry. Sisney now with it. He gets inside, stopped, tried to pass to Moore. Moore gets the first 2 points of the ball game.
And that's exactly the same game plan they had last time, is just beat the guards off the dribble, and then Moore finishes at the rim. There's another turnover.
Turnovers 2 in a row. Devin Rogers losing control of the ball the first time, goes through his hands, and that time throws it out of bounds. John comes out in a man-to-man look. Matthews goes for the steal, knocks it out of bounds.
And that's something else. If he overplays there and doesn't get the steal, Davis is he's gonna be in that same situation. He's gonna have penetration straight to the basket.
Davis with it. Now, we did not see John Hardin change their defense at all in the second matchup when North Hardin used this. Do you think they change it up if North Hardin doesn't
I think it kind of depends on how this game goes.
Good pass from Johnson. Moore misses inside. Matthews with the rebound.
He's not going to get a more open shot than that.
Rogers tries to get it between 3 players, and he's going to get pulled out quickly as he's made 3 mistakes. The Bulldogs have yet to actually shoot the ball. Harris picks up his first, team's first. Anthony Bowen checks in for the Bulldogs.
And here's the thing, we didn't even talk about this. And
drive inside to get it to Moore, blocked by Merle, but then no one turns around. Sharps gets it back, loses it on the way up. And Quayshawn Davis throws it off Bowen, and the Trojans retain possession.
Is it all the pressures on John Hardin? You know, at North Hardin, they're kind of free rolling tonight because, you know, nobody expects them to win. But the longer this game goes, and the start right now for Coach Kofer, other than a couple of blown layups, is, you know, they've been the more aggressive team.
Bulldogs coming off a loss to Marion County over the weekend. And North Hardin played Marion County to double overtime. Get some more in the corner. Bowen guards Davis. Sisney lines up a 3. It's good.
Nice job by Davis. Again, the penetration creates an open shot.
Kind of a 2-2-1 run and jump. Bowen gets it inside, left-hand hook from Merle, no good. Harris with the offensive rebound, gets the contact and the bucket.
Could be on Moore.
Trojan foul is on Josh Moore.
Picks up his first, team's first.
Shooting one free throw for the Bulldogs, Trayvon Harris.
Comes off, Davis with the rebound. And there's a turnover, Harris gets the steal. And Moore knocks that one out. Almost seems like John's trying to make the fancy pass here.
They're rushed right now, just in a big hurry.
Harris won't inbound it. Bowen open three on the way, it's good. And we're all knotted at 5. Sharps lays it outside for Davis. Now Johnson back at the top of the key. Pump fake. Davis gets inside. 18-footer on the way. No good. Harris saves it in. Gets it to Stone. And Stone lay up at the other end is good.
That's a heck of a finish because there's a lot of contact right there.
There's going to be a steal by Bowen. Loses. It should have been probably a no call after all the other stuff.
Offensive foul
Foul on Bowen, his first, team second.
His first personal, teams.
He did extend his arm, but I don't think he ever touched him.
Josh Moore, top of the key. Hand off to Nasir Johnson. Eddie Davis for three, top of the key, it's good.
They changed it up a little bit there, flashed Moore to the top of the key, ran the old split the post.
And Matthews to Merle, and Merle gets his first bucket of the night.
And if you're North, this is one thing I was questioning with Coach Kofer early on is why you're trying to press. You know, you're not going to get anything out of it, and you gave up an easy basket in transition right there.
That knocked out by the Bulldogs. It'll stay with the Trojans. 3:49 to go in our opening quarter. 9-8. John Hardin on top. J.R. Montgomery checks into the lineup for the first time tonight for the Bulldogs. There's a steal by Harris. And the finish at the other end.
Sisney trying to do too much right there.
That's a block by Bowen. Matthews gets the ball. Tries to dribble out. Gets it to Bowen in the corner. His squares up, three on the way. Off the iron. Harris, another offensive rebound. Gets fouled in the bucket.
That's going to be 2 on Moore.
That's his second, team second. And quickly, Trayvon Butler up and into the ball game. Trayvon Butler.
Shooting one free throw on the main basket for the Bulldogs, Trayvon Harris.
It seemed like North tried to, the last couple of possessions, kind of get into a track meet. I don't know that John Hardin's the team you want to try to run with.
You know, with John Hardin pressing, the game is going to go.
There's another steal, this time by Harris. He gets 3 steals here early on for Harris. Matthews squares up a 3, no good. J.R. Montgomery with the rebound, blocked by Butler. Blocked again by Butler, it goes out of bounds and will stay with the Bulldogs. With that, Coach Kofer going to take a 30-second timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Coach, for the Trojans, it was a 9-8 game. They actually came out, we're up 5-0, have scored 3 points to the 14 points to the Bulldogs.
Turnovers, just turnovers. You gotta take care of the ball. Like I said, a couple of ill-advised passes, trying to make a big play that's not there against John Hardin pressure, and then gave up a couple of easy buckets, with when they tried to press.
Get it into Bowen. Bowen, a transfer student, and throws that one away. Johnson spins out of it, throws it back, and another steal by Trayvon Harris. Matthews with the offensive rebound, misses it. Bowen had the offensive rebound, now he gathers it in. Back around, and Stone will reset the offense. Skip pass to Bowen across. He'll shoot a three. In and out. Davis with the rebound. And J.R. Montgomery is going to get tagged with that one. That's his first, team's third.
But again, though, North just on the brink of another turnover right there. They just got to slow down.
John Hardin's done a really good job also of getting offensive rebounds. Jalen Tyus now checks in for the first time for the Bulldogs.
Well, when Moore went out for North, they're gonna have to gang rebound because they just don't have the size.
Butler in the corner, spins traveled, and a turnover to the Bulldogs. Devin Rogers back into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Harris in the corner, drives baseline, tried to go. He'll be fouled. This will be on Trey Butler. His first, team's third. Matthews to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs.
Now North in a little triangle and two. They're chasing Harris and Matthews.
Well, if you want to leave Tyus.
Well, that's who's going to get it. He's going to get an open shot out of this if John rotates the ball, because you're basically playing 3-on-3. And there it is.
Three from the corner. It's good. North with 5 players out. And I'm going to say no shooting foul. Devin Rogers will pick up his first, team's fourth. It'll be Trojan basketball underneath. Preston Merle check back in for the Bulldogs. And Trey Butler shoots the three. Merle with the rebound. Johnson tips that out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Now North back to 2-3.
And Butler anticipating that pass to Merle, steps away, gets the steal. Now Davis, 12-footer, no good. Matthews with the rebound. They're going to get,
Wow.
They're going to call a jump ball.
Well, I agree with that. I thought they were going to call a foul on Matthews before.
I thought the foul was going to be on Johnson. Johnson, quick three. Went off the iron, tipped around. Butler with the rebound for the Trojans. Back up. Rebound again, misses. Now Harris with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Matthews gets it to Merle, goes to the floor. And they're going to probably travel on Preston Merle and a turnover to the Trojans.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs, number 11, Jalen Kidgard.
17-8, 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. John Hardin on top. Nine seconds to go. Sharps, deep three on the way, off the back of the iron. Kennard with the rebound, and that'll bring our opening quarter to a close. John Hardin on top, 17-8 over North Hardin. This is Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical therapy associates, more personal attention for more effective results. The locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at muckabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, your thoughts after one quarter?
Well, you know, I thought North came out, the first 2.5 minutes, did what they wanted to do, took care of the ball in the half court and got some good looks at the rim. But then the game got kind of sped up and, North, I don't know that they really got a good shot off the last probably 4.5 minutes of that quarter. So they kind of got to regroup here. The game's far from over, but they got to do a better job on the glass because John Hardin obviously just killing them on the boards right now.
Official going to come over and talk to Sharps and Harris. On the court for the Bulldogs, Stone, Rogers, Harris, Matthews, and Tyus. Tyus with the offensive rebound. He's fouled going back up. On the court for the Trojans, Johnson, Butler, Cisney, Sharps, and Davis. Johnson picks up his first, team's fourth. Jalen Tyus to the line.
Jalen Tyus.
That one long.
Coach Kofer wanted an over back call there on Tyus, and I think honestly he probably should have got it as Butler had pretty good position on the inside there.
They have let him play quite a bit here in this first half. Tyus knocks down the second one. He's got 4 points in the ball game now. And it's a double-digit lead for the Bulldogs, 18-8. Ball overthrown.
There's just no reason to do that.
Rogers with a bullet down low to Harris. Misses inside. Ball knocked around. Stone gets the rebound. He'll be fouled by Sharps. That'll be Sharps' first, team's fifth.
Fouls on North Hardin's number 1, Jalen Sharps, his first personal, team's fifth.
Dontrell Gregory checks into the lineup for the Trojans for the first time tonight. Tyus from the top of the key, rushed that one. Matthews slices in, gets the rebound, and his first points of the night.
Got to rotate.
That's going to be on Matthews. He'll pick up his first, team's fifth.
Team's fifth.
Johnson tries to get past Harris, and they'll back it back out. Regroup and go at it again. That's going to be a charge on Johnson. Matthews was set there.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs,
That's the
number
second
32,
on
Preston
Johnson.
Merle.
That's
Team
a big
sixth.
foul now.
Preston Merle checks back in. Elijah Reeves now checks in for the first time tonight for North.
Elijah Reeves.
6:58 to go here in the first half of play.
Now if you're North, where do the points come from?
And Johnson goes baseline. Harris goes baseline. His 9th point of the.
You should not be able to do that against a 2-3 zone.
I think that's actually set up by Stone and the fact of how fast he raced down the court. Davis kicks out. Gregory for 3 in the corner. I promise you, I did not have Gregory ever shooting a 3. He knocks it down. With that, Coach McCurry, as Stone was trapped on the far sideline, going to take a 30-second timeout. This is a HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors: Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. A reminder, tomorrow night we will be back on the air at 7 o'clock right back here. The boys' second semifinal of the 17th District. That matchup will be between the Elizabethtown Panthers and the Central Hardin Bruins. Back to action here. It'll be John Hardin basketball on the far sideline. Now North is going to drop back.
Back to their 2-3.
Skip pass to Rogers. Sisney knocks that one away from Merle.
Yeah, if Rogers just throw that ball to the corner to Matthews, going to have a much better angle to feed Merle.
And the way to beat the zone is always kind of reverse the ball, reverse the ball. Coach McCurry calls out another play. Well, they had Matthews in the short corner. A step back, 3 on the way, in and out. Reeves tips it over to Davis. And now to be Sisney to bring it up the court. 5:45 to go in this first half. Sisney will pull up from the free throw line. It's good.
Just kind of kept probing. Nobody stopped the ball.
Marcus Sisney now with 5 points on the night. Merle, 6-footer, it's good.
Again, North trying to trap, trying to do something that, they're just giving up layups by doing it.
Butler in the corner, he'll take a 3, it's good.
3-point basket by Trevion Butler.
4 threes on the night for the Trojans. Back to an 8-point lead. Devin Rogers, pump fakes, gets inside. Good pass inside to Harris. Harris now with 11.
North keep this thing single digits going into halftime. I'd say Coach Cofer be pretty happy.
Butler will have some trouble finding somebody. Sisney, he'll take a 3 from there. It's off. Matthews with the rebound. We'll get somebody banging into Matthews.
Number 0, J.R. Montgomery, and number 3, Anthony Bowen.
Elijah Reeves will pick up that. His first. That should send somebody to the line. Alex Matthews will go to the line. That's the 7th team foul.
For the Bulldogs, Alex Matthews.
First trip to the line tonight for Matthews.
And the bonus.
Matthews now with 4 points. John up again, back to it. J.R. Montgomery and Anthony Bowen checked in for the Bulldogs at that last dead ball. And Cisney going to pick up that foul as he stopped J.R. Montgomery from going to the basket.
Fouls on North Hardin's number 4.
Picks up his dribble in a spot you cannot pick up your dribble.
Shooting 2 for the Bulldogs, J.R. Montgomery.
At some point, Coach Cofer's got to think about putting Moore and Johnson back in this game. I mean, you really got one guy out there right now that can score, and that's Davis. As Sharps has been really streaky from 3.
Ron Blizzard into the ball game for North Hardin for the first time tonight. It's long. Reeves with the rebound. Walk and a turnover. And I mean, it's just wave after wave as the Bulldogs harass you getting the ball in, and then you get past them, and they come from behind you and from in front of you.
You got to pass against it. You can't dribble against it. You know, when Norris turned it over, they've kind of tried to dribble through traps or just over dribbled.
They were thinking about throwing an alley-oop to Bowen on a back cut. Kick out, J.R. Montgomery, 3 on the way. It's long. Rogers with the rebound. Goes right back inside, no good. Ball to the floor. Butler gets there, and Coach Kofer going to take a timeout with 3:42 to go here in the second quarter. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at lucklebug.com. And West Point Bank. The 5 offices in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, we have about 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's a 12-point lead now for the Bulldogs. You talked about Coach Kofer wants to get into single digits. How are they going to go about doing that?
This is just one man's opinion, but he needs to get his best players back in the game. You know, you lose tonight, you're done, and I don't think you can rest. You got two guys that have made plays against John Hardin early in this game and in the other game, and they're sitting over on the bench with 2 fouls. I mean, does you no good if you go down 20 at the half. So we'll see how they respond as Sharps turns it over. Just unforced.
Sharps deep 3 on the way off the iron. Rogers was in there. I'm going to say it went off the Trojans, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Marcus Cisney back in for North Hardin.
Marcus Cisney.
Get it into Bowen. Bulldogs with 5 out now. Bowen cuts through. Matthews inside, lays it off for Harris. Harris gets mauled down low.
Yep.
Foul will be on Butler, his second, team's 9th. After these 2 free throws from Trayvon Harris, Bulldogs will be in the double bonus. 3:05 to go here in the first half. Harris 1 for 2. They get 1 for 3 from the line. And now here comes Nasir Johnson and Josh Moore for North Hardin. that one down. Gives him 12 points on the night.
Again, he dribbles right into the corner, but a nice pass fake, and they're going to get an open three out of this one.
That one's short. Matthews with the rebound. Bowen is calling for the ball. Wants to take that three, no good. Davis comes out with it for the Trojans. Behind the back, layup, it's good.
Basket by Quayshawn Davis.
We saw him go to that move last night, wasn't as successful.
No. Kick out to Rogers. Rogers kicks out to Tyus. His three on the way up and short. Harris gets the offensive rebound and the easy putback, especially as Nasir Johnson was there and doesn't want to pick up that third foul. 2:08 to go here in the second quarter. Johnson off the glass, no good. Matthews with the rebound. Rogers three from the corner off. Harris gets the rebound.
I mean, nobody's touching Harris.
Back-to-back plays where Harris gets the offensive rebound and the putback. It seems like Trayvon Harris, the Swiss Army knife for this ball club. He typically guards the best scorers. He's now on Johnson. He's been on Davis. And you mentioned in the pregame, he guarded Trey when they really needed against Bardstown. Johnson avoids contact, can't get the ball in, but Josh Moore gets the putback. But you see him, he's run point. He goes in, post up people on the offensive end, shoots it from the outside. Tyus three again from the corner, it's good.
And again, you're in a 2-3 zone, and you like we talked about, you got to give up something, but we've seen him, the way he shot the ball this year.
Ron Blizzard drives inside, up no good. It seemed like that was a late call. I believe it will be on Harris. That'll be his second, team sixth. Blizzard to the line to shoot two.
Shooting two for the Trojans, Karan Blizzard.
48.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs, number 32, Preston Merle.
Preston Merle checks in for John Hardin. Dontrell Gregory checks in for North Hardin, and Elijah Washington also for the Trojans.
And the bonus.
Blizzard 2 for 2 from the line. Bowen will bring it up the court. John going to want to hold it for one shot.
You know, there's a lot of schools of thought on this, but, you know, you're playing well and you're up 14. You kind of got what you want against this zone.
Ten seconds to go. Here Coach McCurry go. Tyus three-corner. That one's off. Matthews slices in, gets the rebound, pump fake, and gets the bucket.
But I don't know how many offensive rebounds it is, but it's a bunch.
It is indeed. At halftime, the score, John Hardin on top, 38-22 over North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. At West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. We'll be back after this short timeout with first half stats and analysis and second half action.
Welcome back from our HCEC-TV Live Sports. I'm here with one of our outstanding sports sponsors. They've been with us for many, many years. It's E-Town Exterminating, and joining me is Sean Rich, and he is the CEO of E-Town Exterminating. You all just celebrated a huge milestone just recently. Talk about that, Sean.
Yes, July 1976 was when my father, Roy Rich, started our company, and this year we celebrated our 40th anniversary. In doing so, we had a meal out at Freeman Lake, and we invited a lot of people in the community, and we had a big celebration.
Now, for those that may not know, what are all the services that E-Town Exterminating provides?
Well, we have 3 different divisions. We have pest control, termite, and mold management. In pest control, we have monthly services, we have bi-monthly and quarterly. And we can even do just a one-time service if that's what the customer wants. And in the general pests, we take care of like crickets, spiders, ants, etc. And then we also have bed bug services, which is a different type of service. And then in termite, we have liquid barrier services. And then our popular service is Centricon Colony Elimination System. And that's where we put the green stations around the house. And it has a material inside of it that the termites will feed off of. And they take that insect growth regulator back to the colony and it'll eliminate the colony. And then the mold management service, we have a monthly service for that.
I was going to say moles are the death of many people.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
What do you think is the key to your success at E-Town Exterminating?
I think our huge success is we put the customer first, we provide a very good service, and then also we give back to the community. And I think that's been 3 really key elements of our success.
So for 40 years, you started with how many people? How many employees did Roy have?
We started with 3 employees, and now we employ 29.
That's a great economic impact for our community too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Why do you feel it's important to be a community sponsor?
Well, just like high school athletics, we see a need in these programs. With my children participating in varsity sports, I know, and also a booster rep for five years, I know that there's not a lot of money that's there for those kids. And we want to make this a special moment for them. Every kid should be able to go in and have good equipment and be able to travel and go to a lot of different events. And we want to be able to be a part of that.
Now, earlier we were talking about some of your sports memories, right? You were an athlete, and talk about those things. I mean, how important it is to see the fans, to be appreciated, and how that encourages you.
Well, I at E-Town High School, I ran cross country, I ran track, and also I played basketball. So I know the difference between a individual sport and a non-revenue sport, and also where we have a lot of fans. And so looking at what I went through and all the joy that I had, and looking back and all the different players and athletes that I was able to play with, I see those special bonds that I still have here today. And so I feel like that when you play for your school and you have fellow student athletes that play alongside of you, you're going to have those special relationships.
Well, I know it really does support us. Your sponsorship, without that and without the other sponsors on HCEC-TV Live Sports, we couldn't do our 80 events a year.
Right.
And I really do think it means a lot to those athletes.
And I appreciate you and HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom for allowing us to go along with this ride, because we feel like this is a unique opportunity for student athletes to be on live TV, and allowing the viewers out there to see these girls and boys to be able to go out and play for their schools. And I remember years ago when Brandenburg Telecom came to me about a sponsorship on this, I was like, sign me up, because we wanted to give back that way.
I was going to say, it has so much impact. I'll have parents tell me that their grandparents were able to watch it, and that lived out of state. Of course, we have a strong military, so therefore they're some of them can watch it in a distance, and so it really does mean a lot to the community. So I really want to, first off, I want to appreciate you for doing that.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, besides Elizabethtown, you're not just E-Town exterminating.
No, we cover 8 different counties, but our core emphasis first is Hardin County, and then LaRue and Meade County.
Awesome. And again, if someone would like to get in touch with you and your services, how can they do that?
Well, they can call us directly at 270-737-6900, or they can visit our website at www.mugabug.com.
I was going to say that's an easy moniker to remember, that mugabug.com.
Yes.
When individuals call you, the other nice thing is they actually speak to a person.
Yes, we have 3 lovely ladies that answer our phones at E-Town Exterminating, and they'll take care of your needs.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Sean, for joining us. And we want to thank all of our live sports sponsors for bringing HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's live sports coverage. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you again, Sean.
Well, thank you very much.
Hello and welcome to this special session in which we are going to greet one of our outstanding sponsors with our HCEC-TV live sports coverage. In addition to Brandenburg Telecom, we have one of our
John Hardin High School for tonight's boys 17th District semifinal action. Our halftime score has the John Hardin Bulldogs on top, 38-22 over the North Hardin Trojans. Unofficial stats from the first half. First for the Trojans, Josh Moore with 4, Quayshawn Davis with 5, Marcus Sisney with 5, Karan Blizzard with 2, Trey Butler has 3, and Dontrell Gregory with 3 for the Bulldogs. And Alex Matthews with 6, Jalen Tyus with 7, Anthony Bowen has 3, Tay Stone with 2, Preston Merle has 4, and Trayvon Harris leads all scorers with 16 points. Coach, your thoughts from the opening half?
You know, North's got to, if they're going to stay in this zone, whether it be the 2-3, we saw them junk it up and go a little triangle and 2. Don't think you'll see much 1-3-1 just because John's so much bigger than him. They've got to rebound the basketball. If they have any shot at all, they can't continue to give John 2 and 3 shots. Like I said, Harris had 16, and probably 12 of those were on offensive rebounds. So North's got to, it's hard to rebound out of his zone because you're not assigned to a man, you're assigned to an area, but you got to get a body on somebody and make an effort because they didn't do much of that in the first half.
North Hardin will start with the basketball here in this third quarter. Nasir Johnson, Marcus Sisney, Quayshawn Davis, Josh Moore, and Jalen Sharps, the starting 5 for the Trojans. Tay Stone, Trayvon Harris, Alex Matthews, Devin Rogers, and Preston Merle, the Bulldogs starting 5. And I'm not sure what the holdup is.
Spencer McCune to the scorer's table, please.
Oh, the clock keeper's not here.
McCune to the scorer's table, please.
Yeah, went down to the hospitality room. Get yourself held up. So both teams are going to take a little timeout. Again, a reminder, tomorrow night we are back on the air at 7 o'clock, as it'll be the other boys semifinal matchup. It'll have the Central Hardin Bruins and the Elizabethtown Panthers squaring off. On Wednesday night, we will have a doubleheader, the girls semifinals. In the opening matchup, it'll be the Elizabethtown Panthers and the John Hardin Bulldogs, scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. And then the nightcap, probably the biggest game that we've called between in the girls' side this year, the North Hardin Trojans and the Central Hardin Bruins. That one's scheduled for an 8 p.m. tip time. Again, it'll be North Hardin's basketball to start this third quarter.
Clock keeper's got his snack. We're ready to go.
Yep.
Now, North back. You know, there comes a point in time where if you're going to try to win the game, you got to play a little quicker.
Moore steps inside the three, no good. Matthews with the rebound. That's another thing that Matthews has really improved on, is his ball handling. Rogers kicks it around. It'll be Matthews top of the key, and he gets the roll.
But good extra pass. But yeah, you're right, Bobby. He's really worked hard on that, and he's going to have to, because he's going to have to play the 2 or the 3 at the next level, wherever he ends up. And
well, and what an advantage it is. You have 4 ball handlers outside of Preston Murrell. All basically, even the players that come off the bench, all can handle the ball. And as soon as someone grabs a rebound, they all take off. Sharps with it on the wing, gets it down low to Moore. Rayshawn Davis gets inside. Matthews blocks it from behind. Rogers with it, heading the other direction. And one of the things that, we talk about, if North Hardin's going to be successful, Nasir Johnson was held scoreless in the opening half.
Missed about 4.5 minutes of that second quarter because of fouls.
Down low to Murrell. Baby hook is good.
And North's got no answer for that, especially in that zone, because they can't really get in front of him because they'll just throw over to the top.
Sharps now takes his turn, drives inside, ball knocked loose. It'll go off Tay Stone. It'll stay with the Trojans. And Coach Kofer not liking what he saw, and he is going to take an immediate timeout, a full timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us all make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. The boys' final here in the 17th District Tournament will be held Thursday night at 7 o'clock right back here at John Hardin High School. We again will have all of the 17th District basketball games, both the boys and the girls, here on HCEC-TV. Johnson with it, guarded by Harris. Spins in the lane. Going to draw the foul, and I believe that'll be the 3rd on Harris.
Bailed out there.
Fouls on John Hardin's
His 3rd, team's
Harris,
1st.
his 3rd personal.
And that'll send Johnson to the line to shoot
Shooting 2 for the Trojans, Nasir Johnson.
5:51 to go here in the third quarter. Johnson with his first point of the night. Stone brings it up.
Now North goes man-to-man for, we haven't seen them play much man at all this year.
I'm telling you, Josh Moore's given all he's got to Preston Merle. Davis gets the steal on that. Was a bad pass by Rogers.
Oh, my.
Charge.
That's a bad call there.
Offensive foul called on North Hardin's number 3.
Quayshawn Davis picks up that one. It's his first, team's first.
Team's first.
That's a bad call. Matthews was backpedaling and
.5:30 to go in the third quarter.
now North back to that triangle and 2, and John Hard's just going to hold it.
Coach Kofor tells him to match up. Stone goes inside. Dish to Merle, kicks it back out to Harris. Harris losing his footing, is down inside. Moore with the rebound. Now Sharp pushes it the other way. Johnson, Haynes gets the bucket as he took on the hit from Merle. Quick timeout. That's about the third or fourth time that Rogers has been stuck in a bad spot, and Coach McCurry calls a timeout with 4:39 to go here in the third quarter. A 30-second timeout. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. So we come back to action. It'll be John Hardin basketball. Inbounding it right near their bench. Into Merle. Really no one moving for the Bulldogs. Rogers going to dribble inside. No one stops him. Josh Moore with the block. Quayshawn Davis quickly gets it ahead. And they're going to call a foul on Matthews. That'll be his second, team second. I don't think if you're the Bulldogs, you want to take your foot off the gas just yet.
No, they're and I'm sure, they worked a lot against, the zones because North play so much zone. There's not a lot of teams that have really come and run and jump. We saw Bardstown do it a little bit.
Anthony Bowen checks back in for John Hardin. Johnson now with 4 points. Stone will bring it up the court. Kicks out to Matthews. He'll take a 3 from there. It's short. Goes off Merle, and Sisney comes out with it for the Trojans. And misses the layup, and Harris with the rebound, and he's fouled. He's going to be on Jalen Sharps, his second, team second.
Got to make layups.
Bulldogs up 17, 43-26. Harris brings it up the court. Finds Matthews in the lane. Pump fakes, gets Davis floating, misses it, gets his own rebound, and he'll be heading to the line. Foul will be on Sharps, his third, team's third. And that'll send Matthews to the line to shoot 2.
Again, second chance.
Shooting one more free throw for the Bulldogs, Alex Matthews.
Matthews now has 10 points on the night. That one to slide in. Davis will take a 3 from the corner. It's short. He stepped out of bounds before he was able to throw it back in. Ball back over to the Bulldogs. Matthews brings it up the court. Drives inside. I think they're going to get Davis. That'll be his second.
Fouls on North Hardin's number 3, Krayshawn
James
Davis.
fourth.
His second personal, team's 4th.
3:30 to go in the third quarter. I'll tell you, Jalen Sharps has been in about 3 or 4 of these stop the play stuff. I think one was with Bowen. They've had a couple with Harris.
That's a push off, and Harris gets away with it. He pushes off.
Was a foul for sure. Davis with it. Sharps drives in, kicks out to Davis. Davis goes baseline high over Merle and gets the bucket. Davis now with 7 points on the night. With the 3-minute mark. And no one really stops Alex Matthews. He'll get fouled on the floor. It's going to be on Sisney, his second, team's 5th.
His second personal, team's 5th.
Stone will inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Matthews finds Merle down low. Left-handed hook, it's good.
Again, if he gets that deep, there's just not much you can do.
Moore goes baseline. Sharps 3 from the corner, it's good. His second, his first 3-pointer of the night. Bowen races to the other end. He gets the left-handed layup. Johnson dribbles it all the way inside, kicks it back out to Davis. His leaner, no good. Bowen with the rebound. Merle gets it about 15 feet away, turns, shoots, no good. Gets his own rebound. And Coach McCurry, upset about something, calls an immediate timeout. 1:49 to go in the third quarter. Seems like both teams have taken 2 timeouts here. They'll run out before too long. A full timeout by John Hardin. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and you can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. In fact, both of last night's 4-5 matchups, the North Hardin victory over Fort Knox, and then in girls action, the John Hardin victory over Fort Knox are both on our YouTube channel already. I'd like to thank our staff at HCEC-TV who get that put up pretty quickly.
It's a long week for those guys. I mean, we're here every night from Sunday to Friday, and a lot of those kids will work every night. Dale Mings and Anna and the truck, they do a great job.
Starting from last Tuesday, it's 12 ball games in 11 days as we will finish up this Friday night here at John Hardin High School with the girls' 17th District Championship game. Now, if any 17th District team makes it to the finals of the region, the boys region at Taylor County, the girls region at Thomas Nelson, HCEC-TV will go and cover the championship game on a tape delay basis. And hopefully we have two 5th region or two 17th district teams moving on to the state tournament. We will not cover those games. We will have a special on those. Try to feed it in there, no good. Johnson gets it out for the Trojans quickly to the other end, almost blocked by J.R. Montgomery. Montgomery gets the rebound. Sharps gets the steal back to Johnson in the corner. His three short, gets his own rebound, rolls right back in, and that foul will be on J.R. Montgomery. It's his second, team's third, and that'll send Johnson to the line to shoot 2 more.
To say this game has not been very well played would be a massive understatement. It's been very sloppy. Both teams just, John's got a 20-point lead, and, that's what Coach McCurry was yelling at his team about. They're playing like they're 20 behind, just reckless with the ball after that rebound.
Johnson 4 for 6 from the line, has another 2-point bucket for his 6 points.
Now some 1-3-1 from.
And there's the exact cut you talked
about.
That's
why, they're just bigger, but Sharps did a terrible job there. He's got to rotate down. He's got to know Matthews is standing right beside him.
Sharps will take a 3 on the other end. It's off. Montgomery with the rebound. Gets it to Stone, and they'll bring it up the court. Right back to the 1-3-1. Tyus pulls up 15-footer, no good. Knocked around. Bowen gets the rebound. And a charge is called on Bowen. That'll be his second, team's 4th. Trayvon Harris checks back in for John Hardin. Quayshawn Davis checks back in for North Hardin.
And for the Bulldogs, number 12, Trayvon Harris.
.47 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Butler goes baseline. That's on Matthews. He picks up his third, team's 5th. So Matthews and Harris both with 3 fouls for John Hardin. Jalen Sharps, the only Trojan with 3 fouls. Trey Butler to the line to shoot 2. Makes that one. It's 1 more. Butler now with 5 points on the night. Bowen to walk it up. North again in the 1-3-1. Find Matthews in the short corner. He absorbs the contact and gets the bucket. I believe that'll be on Butler. That'll be his third, team 6th. And Matthews goes to the line to shoot 1. Devin Rogers checks in for the Bulldogs. Karan Blizzard checks in for the Trojans. .16 on the night for Matthews. 10 of them here in this quarter. 13 seconds to go in the quarter.
Not sure North knows.
5 seconds.
Nope. Nope.
And as the buzzer goes, it's good. Nasir Johnson hits the 3-pointer. And so our third quarter comes to a close. John Hardin on top, 56-38 over North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. What does John Hardin need to do here in this fourth quarter, Coach?
You want to run your offense. Make sure you get a good shot every time down. And the big thing is, don't get caught up in anything stupid. You know, it's been pretty physical between Sharps and Harris, and you can't afford to get a technical, get anything done. You know, it's just you got to play basketball, try to get a great shot every time down, and get out of here with a win.
John Hardin basketball to start this quarter. Matthews going to go down the lane. Dishes off for Montgomery. I believe he's going to be fouled by Butler, and if it is, that's his 4th. It will be on Trey Butler.
Number 15, Trevion Butler, his 4th.
4th, team 7th.
And this is one of those lineups you were talking about earlier for John Hardin, where they've got 5 ball handlers on the floor. Makes it really hard for North to pressure them.
Montgomery with one more free throw to come. And Montgomery now with 2 points on the night. Skip past the Blizzard. His 3 on the way off the iron. Harris gets the rebound for the Bulldogs. Quickly gets it ahead to Matthews. Now Tyus in the corner, no good. Gets his own rebound. Matthews sends it back out to Rogers, who's at the midcourt stripe. Wayshawn Davis comes out to get in front of Matthews. Matthews puts it on the floor, gets all the way to the bucket.
Nobody steps over for North. Everybody hugged up with their man.
Josh Moore back out to Jalen Sharps. And now a block inside by Montgomery. That's going to be the 4th foul on Trayvon Harris. His 4th, team 6th.
On the next foul, the Trojans will shoot 1 and the bonus.
Johnson 3 on the way. It's off. Josh Moore with the rebound. The putback in the foul on Montgomery. Montgomery picks up his 3rd, team 7th.
John Hardin's J.R. Montgomery. That is his 3rd personal, team 7th. Shooting 1 free throw for the Trojans, Josh Moore.
That one rattles out. Harris with another rebound.
Norris left a few points at the line.
On the floor, Matthews will be going to the line. Foul will be on Johnson, his 3rd, team's 8th.
Into the game for the Bulldogs, number 32,
Preston Merle back into the lineup for the Bulldogs.
Matthews shooting 1.
Matthews now gets the bonus free throw. Matthews now with 20 points on the night. Josh Moore, 17-footer on the way, no good. Jalen Sharps picks up his fourth, team's ninth. And that'll send Matthews to the line at the other end to shoot 1 and 1.
At the line, Alex Matthews shooting 1.
Tay Stone checks back in for John Hardin.
5, Tay Stone.
And Matthews now gets the bonus free throw. Exactly 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. With that free throw, the Bulldogs stretch out their lead to 24 points. Lizard turns the corner, tried to pass it through Merle. Johnson gets the rebound and the putback for the Trojans.
Right place, right time. Coach Hover, I think it is last.
And the North Hardin Trojans will take a 30-second timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. 5:45 to go here in the ball game. John Hardin really been in control from the beginning. They were up 17 to 8 at the end of the first quarter, 38-22 at halftime, 56 to 38 as we ended the third quarter, and currently up 64 to 42. Matthews gets it up the court. They get it to Stone. I'll kick it around, and now Rogers ends up with it. And Nasir Johnson going to get the steal. Sharps with it. High off the glass, no good. Missed inside. Matthews gets the rebound. Preston Merle out ahead. And Merle into double digits with 10. And a foul on the floor. They'll still be going to the line.
How in the world is that foul on the floor?
Fouls on John Hardin.
Alex Matthews picks up his fourth. Team's 8. And so Sharps to the line to shoot. I think it's 1 and 1.
Yes.
Everybody thought it was shooting 2.
That's because he was shooting.
Yeah.
That's generally how the rule works.
He will get to shoot 2.
Into the game for the Trojans, number 4, Marcus Sisney.
Marcus Sisney back in for North Hardin.
Number 3,
Anthony Bowen and Trayvon Harris check back in for John Hardin. Sharps gets both those free throws. Now the Bulldogs are going to play keep away. Bowen sends it back out to Stone. And if anybody that you're going to trap, you try to trap Stone just because of his height.
Yeah.
Bowen can throw over everybody, so can Harris, so can Matthews. And now a almost throwaway. Bowen gets it. And Coach McCurry just turned to the official and said timeout. Whatever it was, he was not happy at all. Again, at the conclusion of this ball game, we will have the naming to the all-tournament team. Last night for Fort Knox, it was Chase Bellamy, senior for the Eagles, that was named to the all-tournament team. Again, tomorrow night, we will have the second boys semifinal as the Elizabethtown Panthers will take on the Central Hardin Bruins. Coach, give us a little bit of a preview for tomorrow night.
You know, like we talked about, and I think Coach Nickel, if he had to pick who he was going to play when he knew he was going to be in the 3 or 4 spot, I think the matchup is just better with E-Town. You know, but can they slow down Franklin and those guards? Because, you know, when E-Town gets going, they're really good. And I don't know if they do get going, I don't know if Central can score enough points to win the game. So look for them to try to control tempo. I don't know if they'll go as drastic as to spread the floor like we've seen North do tonight, but I don't think they won a game in the 70s or 80s. I think they won a game in the 50s, maybe low 60s. And, you know, hopefully they shoot the ball well and try to come out with a win.
And we will have that game again tomorrow night. Tip time scheduled for 7 o'clock. John Hardin to inbound the ball. Get it into Stone in the backcourt. Harris drives baseline, stops. Gets it out to Bowen. Now they'll swing it back around to Stone.
That's two possessions in a row. If Cisney's got his head turned, he's got a steal.
Give it to Merle. Underneath. Cisney brings it up the court for the Trojans. Sharps with a super deep. Now we did see Blizzard hit one from the J in the mid. Well, he wasn't at midcourt, but he was beyond the volleyball line last night. Matthews will put it on the floor, stops at the free throw line, kicks it to Harris. Harris gets it down low to Merle, up off the glass. It's too easy.
When he's able to get that deep, I mean, North just doesn't have the size to contest those shots.
And Johnson fouled on the 3. That'll be Bowen. That'll be his 3rd. Team's 9th. And Nasir Johnson to the line to shoot 3.
Shooting 3 for the Trojans.
3:26 to go here in the ball game.
Johnson.
Johnson still with 2 more. Knocks that one down now. Trey Butler and Elijah Reeves back in.
And number 32, Elijah Reeves.
You know, and kind of looking ahead to, next year with Coach Gopher, he's got have a nice little nucleus coming back with Sharps and Davis, and he's got some young kids.
Butler will come back. Cisney comes back.
Blizzard. So they'll have a solid team coming back, but it's one of those things that still not going to have much size.
Gregory, who'll be back, probably be the tallest player as Matthews gets all the way to the bucket. Past his game average. He's got 24 on the night. And Reeves now will take a super deep one. It's no good and goes over to the Bulldogs.
Coach Cover just searching down his bench. There's a reason you're open from 29 feet.
Have to find someone else because Trey Butler just fouled out. He will finish the night with 5 points. So, Dontrell Gregory and Elijah Washington, check in.
Dontrell Gregory at the line shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. Alex Matthews.
Nasir Johnson comes off what appears to be his last time in a Trojan uniform. Matthews knocks down the first one. One more to come.
And that's the tough part about this. Is that kid, he's worked, Coach Kofer talked about in the paper Sunday, he talked about how hard he'd worked and how good of a player he's become. I guess he'll have the opportunity to play somewhere collegiately, either at a junior college or a small college.
Bowen goes after that one.
Can't
Get the travel. He can't get up off the ground and dribble. North Hardin basketball. Lorenz Hollenquist now will check into the lineup for Josh Moore. Sean Boykins checks in for Jalen Kennard, checks back in for the Bulldogs.
Boykins is another kid they're excited about. He's just an 8th grader.
A little out of control on that.
A little excited.
This will be on Kennard, his first.
His first personal, team's 10th.
And Elijah Washington goes to the line to shoot 2.
Elijah Washington.
Matthews with the rebound.
Kind of figured Coach McCurry might get his starters out, but
2:20 to go. Trayvon Harris all the way to the hole. He's now got 20 on the night. Lorenz Hollenquist, he's open, takes a 3. Off the back of the iron, Harris with another rebound. Reeves comes out of there with the steal for the Trojans. Up to Hollenquist, misses inside. Kennard will get the rebound over to Rogers. And Coach McCurry going to call a timeout to get substitutions in. A.J. Doctor, Darius Williams, and J.R. Montgomery back in.
Number 15, Darius Williams.
Keani
Number 20,
Evans, Adonis Cornwell, Antoine Smith.
Also into the game for the Bulldogs, number 33, Kari Barnes.
And Dakarius Barnes checks in for the Bulldogs. John Hardin basketball. I believe Antoine Smith is a freshman for the Trojans. Coach McCurry coaching just as hard with this crew in as he does with his normal starters.
well, you know, you talk about the team North's coming back. Obviously, John's got some pieces to replace. As you look up on that wall, and you're talking about Matthews, Montgomery, Murrell, Stone, Harris, Kennard. I mean, that's
a whole lot of offense.
That's a whole lot of offense. You know, and you never know what's going to move in. You know, just like at North, we're talking about needing a big. You never know. Maybe somebody moves in. It seems to happen when you've been rolling good. The players just show up. Case in point, Bowen that comes in mid-season. He'll be back next year.
Yep.
As he's just a junior.
Yeah, look at Tyus, will be back. Rogers, Williams, who was like the first guy off the bench, kind of moved it around to other players. Williams now with the ball. Doctor drives all the way in, misses that one. Jared Montgomery shot blocked by Smith. Oh, something was tied up. Ball goes over to the Trojans. 49 seconds to go.
Jump ball, possession arrow, North Hardin.
Kennard gets the steal, and immediately the John Hardin bench stands up as he's another one of the seniors. He gets his name in the scoring column. Smith with it. Passes inside to Evans, and Evans, the senior for the Trojans, gets his name in the scoring column as well. Boykin's going to get a steal. And Smith wanting to throw it up for an alley-oop. Foul on the play. Doctor.
AJ Doctor, his first personal.
That's going to send Boykins to the line to shoot two.
The Trojans, Sean Boykins. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned after the conclusion of the game for the presentation of the 17th District All-Tournament team.
Boykins hits one of the two. It's his first point of the night. And Doctor will dribble it out as the John Hardin Bulldogs will advance on to Thursday night's championship game with a 77-49 victory over the North Hardin Trojans.
This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular offers the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900, online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
And now we're going to have the naming of the all-tournament team. Again, Chase Bellamy named there from the Fort Knox Eagles last night.
The all-tournament team selections are number 1, Jalen Sharps.
Jalen Sharps.
And number 24, Nasir Johnson.
And Nasir Johnson. Going down some unofficial stats from tonight's ball game. First for the Trojans, Josh Moore had 6, Jalen Sharps with 5, Keanu Evans with 2, Quayshawn Davis with 7, Marcus Sisney had 5, Karan Blizzard with 2, Sean Boykins with 1, Trey Butler had 5, Dontrell Gregory with 3, and Nasir Johnson led all Trojans with 13. For the homestanding Bulldogs, Jared Montgomery with 2, Jalen Tyus had 7, Anthony Bowen with 5, Tay Stone with 2, Trayvon Harris had 20, Preston Murrow with 14, and Alex Matthews led all scorers with 25. Coach, your final thoughts from tonight's ball game?
Well, you know, John Hardin did what they needed to do. They got a win. You know, a win tonight extends your season another week and a half, depending on how well you play. And this is, like we talked about, this is the most important game. This semifinal games are the most important game because you just want to be playing next week. Yes, you'd rather go in as a winner, but you just want to make sure that you're playing. So I thought, you know, they just the rebounding really was the difference in the game. I mean, they got everything they wanted there in the first half, kind of got some separation. And, you know, North battled, but you don't have the size. And I don't know what Harris rebounding numbers. Him and Matthews between them probably had 30 rebounds, but just a real workmanlike effort for John Hardin. They'll move on and wait to see who they get Thursday night in the final.
Again, tomorrow night we will be back on the air right back here at John Hardin High School as the Central Hardin Bruins will take on the Elizabethtown Panthers. For all of our student workers here at HCEC-TV, for Mr. Dale Mings in the truck, for Coach Chris Corder, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Channel 1, and all rebroadcasts are on Brandenburg and Comcast Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational Community Television, located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, Spectrum, and also airing online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports. covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remembered to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
If pain is keeping you from doing the things you love, it's time to visit Physical Therapy Associates. We offer a variety of treatment options, including dry needling, A-stem, tractions, and many other options to relieve pain. Many of our patients are able to avoid surgery and costly pain medication through our treatments. If you haven't tried these options, what are you waiting for? With 6 locations across Central Kentucky, pain relief is only a phone call away. Give Physical Therapy Associates a chance to get you out of pain. Physical Therapy Associates, friends helping friends.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. I just wanted to announce some exciting news that I'm officially a licensed realtor. I've been a part of a championship-winning basketball team, a conference-winning Bellarmine golf team, and now I'm part of an award-winning real estate team, JT Pitts & Associates at RE/MAX Premier Properties. If you have any real estate questions, real estate needs, or just want to reach out, please don't hesitate to call or send me a message. My number is right below. I'm ready to bring that winning mentality to the real estate industry so I can give my clients the service they deserve. Thanks.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating. What the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email Gina Ryan at hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live coverage sponsors.